Ideal for longer days outdoors or even ultra lightweight overnighters, the Osprey Kestrel 38 offers a really good balance of weight, performance, and comfort, all at a reasonable price. With multiple access options, this pack is really convenient for those longer day hikes. Let's take a closer look. This pack is constructed with a 210D nylon diamond ripstop material with 420D accents and a 420D bottom panel. So you get reinforcement on the bottom of the pack as well as in some of those higher wear areas, and you've still got those lightweight but still very abrasion resistant and durable materials throughout. It is a very streamlined design, so it is very simple, very easy to use. Taking a look at the suspension system on the pack, we do have Osprey's AirScape suspension system. We've got a light aluminum wire framing around the outside and a lightweight frame sheet in there to provide structure for the pack. The back panel is a porous foam with a ridge or a porous mesh here, so it's going to help to battle that heat buildup between your back and the pack. It is a quick drying material. There is this ridged EVA foam back panel, so there is going to be airflow, there is going to be breathability, and it's going to be quick drying for sure. The shoulder harness and hip belt are built with that foam padding as well, and a really soft mesh here, so it's going to be very light on the shoulders, not very abrasive against the skin, really comfortable, and it wraps up around the sides here, so you get a lot of comfort in those shoulder straps and in that hip belt. The pack is sized, so it comes in two different sizes, small medium or medium large, so consider that when you're getting into the pack. Starting at the bottom, we've got a few features to talk about. Along with that comfortable padded hip belt, we do have two hip belt pockets, so they're a great place to store those snacks, maybe a cell phone, or any items you need quickly while on the trail. Those padded shoulder straps have a few features on them as well. We've got Osprey's stow on the go trekking pole attachment, so you can easily store your trekking poles here and on the gear loop on the bottom side there. So you can easily access your trekking poles while you're hiking without having to stop, take off the pack, and readjust everything. We've also got a sliding sternum strap with an emergency whistle on the buckle, so really convenient for emergency use. And that harness is very adjustable, so as this pack comes in sizes, you can still dial in the fit with that suspension system. There is a Velcro panel behind the back panel here, and you can break that free and slide the shoulder harness up and down depending on what your torso size is, so you can really dial in that fit. You've also got load lifter straps at the top to assist with that fit. And the pack is hydration compatible. On the back side here, there is a separated sleeve on the outside of the pack behind the shoulder harness as well, where you can slide a hydration reservoir. It is not included, it is sold separately, but it's certainly compatible with the pack. Turning the pack back around, we'll take a look at how we access the contents. This is a top-loading style pack, so it does have a hood. It's a pretty traditional style hood. There are pockets on the hood, so it is going to give you some extra organization as well. There's one slightly larger pocket on the back side of the hood. You can store an extra layer in there, some maps, first aid kits, or any of those quick essential items. And on the underside of the hood, there's also a small mesh pocket, so that's a great place for valuables or other small items you want to store there. The hood is fixed. It's not a floating hood, so it will kind of stay in place. You can't remove it, so it's just going to be there if you don't need to use it. And for main access, we've got a big spindrift collar. So at the top of the pack, we've got a large spindrift collar. It's going to let you to get to all those items that are on top, or just dump everything out if you need to. Pretty easy to access those contents. If you've got something buried in the middle of your pack, Osprey does have you covered. There is a side zipper on this pack that's going to allow you to access those middle contents. So on the side of the pack, under the compression straps, there will be a zipper, and it just opens up there to allow access to the internal contents of the pack. I've just got a bag in here to kind of stuff everything out, but you can see that it's really easy to access that middle portion, even close to the bottom portion of the pack with that zipper. So definitely smart, definitely convenient for access. Another access point we have on the pack is at the very bottom. So at the bottom, we've got some removable sleeping pad or gear straps. You can unclip those, and that'll allow you to access the final point there is a separated sleeping bag compartment on this pack. So at the bottom, you can store your sleeping bag if needed. Really convenient little pocket down at the bottom to store a sleeping bag. And there is a divider here, and it's held up by a few pieces of webbing. You can keep that separated, so you've got your bottom and your top pockets, or you can drop that divider out and have one large internal capacity pack. So very convenient and very easy as well. Also at the bottom of the pack, we do have a really nice addition with the Kestrel. You've got a included removable detachable rain cover. So there is a pocket on the bottom where you can access, it's got this little water droplet, and in that pocket is a rain cover that's fit specifically for the pack. So you can take it off, let it dry out if you do get wet, but you've got that for extra protection in the event of some less than ideal weather. So really smart, really convenient, adds a lot of value to the pack. Some other pockets and features I do want to call out on the pack. We've got water bottle pockets on each side, so stretchy mesh water bottle pocket. You can certainly store other gear there if you needed to, one on each side. There is a front stretch mesh pocket as well, so that's a great place for an extra layer, maybe a wet piece of clothing, but really large stretchy mesh pocket on the front. On the bottom, we do have a gear loop or a tool loop and a bungee tie-off, and the bungee tie-off can actually be tucked away if not in use, so it keeps the pack nice and streamlined. So there is a bungee tie-off there, gear loop or a tool loop down low, and again, you can tuck those away to keep the pack nice and streamlined if you don't plan to use them. So definitely a functional design feature. On the front, we do have two daisy chain lash points, so multiple lash points on either side for attaching some additional gear if you needed to. And as I mentioned, we do have compression straps on the top and bottom, and a really cool feature about those compression straps is that they can reverse on themselves, so you can actually strap gear to the front of the pack and secure it down. So the compression straps will actually reverse and you can cinch down gear on the outside of the pack. And the top and bottom compression straps both do that. So it's the reverse straight jacket compression, really convenient compression feature for the pack. And there you have it. It's fully featured, but still remains a very simple and easy to use pack. It's great for those longer days outdoors. It's the Osprey Kestrel 38.